David Murahashi is an independent special education trainer and consultant who has been working in the disability community for over 10 years, but his connection started much earlier, as he has an older sister with Down syndrome. His career began as a work-study student doing job coaching through WISE. In 2013, he graduated from Seattle Pacific University with a degree in special education. In 2012, David suffered from the first of 2 strokes which left him with several disabilities. Despite these setbacks, he has helped develop several programs designed to help people with disabilities and their families prepare for future work in the community. These programs have been implemented in several counties, both in Washington and in Oregon. David currently is a person-centered planning facilitator and serves on the board of Washington APSE and Trillium Employment Service. He is committed to seeing people with disabilities being prepared and flourishing as they live and work in the community.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. My name is David Murahashi, and I am an independent special ed trainer and consultant, in which I help individuals with disabilities prepare for future work and life in the community. Today, I will be talking about staying connected and online safety. Let's jump right in. In our lives, we meet a lot of people in the community. You have your classmates, your coworkers, your neighbors, people at church, and many other places. These people can become really good friends that you care a lot about, and you want to stay connected with them. However, there are a lot of things that happen in your life that can separate you from your friends. Maybe your friend moves away, or you graduate from school, or you change jobs, or even people just get busy, or, there might be a world pandemic. It doesn't take much to get disconnected from others. It's not anyone's fault. Life just happens sometimes. However, there are ways you can stay connected with your friends even if you can't meet in person. It will take effort from both sides, but if your relationship is important to you, it is worth it. So today, I will be sharing ideas on how you can stay connected with your friends, some fun things that you can do together, and how you can stay safe while connecting online. So let's get started. Probably the easiest way to stay connected with your friends is to call them on the phone. This is the most direct and fastest way to talk and have conversations with them. To do this, you will need to ask for their phone number. You can ask them, I would like to chat with you after school. Can I have your phone number so we can talk? If you are good friends, they will probably say yes, but they might have a reason why they can't. So be respectful if they say no. Understand some people may not have their own phone, but they might be able to use someone else's number to talk with you. Here are some tips on phone courtesy. Schedule a time to chat. Pick a time that you both are free, where you can both enjoy your conversations. It is okay to have personal boundaries. It is important to respect each other's time and wishes. If your friends don't answer, don't call over and over again. Calling too much can be annoying, so be patient. People have other things going on in their lives, like work or school, and can't always answer. So call once, leave a message, and give them time to respond. This is an old school way to stay connected. Write a letter and mail it to them. You could also send an email. You could become pen pals and write letters back and forward to each other. It can feel really nice to get a letter in the mail from your friend. It takes an effort to write and mail a letter, and it can be a nice feeling when you know someone is putting an effort in staying connected with you. The next thing is texting. Texting is nice because it allows you to stay connected without having to put a lot of time aside. It can be done on your phone or on your computer, and it can be the quickest way for you to get a hold of your friend. It is nice because it can be done when you have short time to talk or to get quick answers from your friend. You can also send emojis and pictures to each other. Not only can that be fun, but it's also helpful for those who have trouble reading or writing because you can communicate your feelings or needs in picture form. There are all sorts of social media platforms that people are using to connect with their friends. People use different apps to share what they are up to. They share pictures, videos, stories, and posts while keeping up with what is happening in other people's lives, including their friends. So, social media is a great way to stay connected. A big thing we are missing when you can't get together is not being able to see each other's faces. This is where video chats can help. Video chats allow you to see and interact with your friends on your computer, tablet, or phone. It is not a perfect replacement for meeting in person, but it does open up more activities that you can do together while online. Video chats don't have to be just one friend. You can invite several people to join in the fun. These are a bunch of video chat apps out there: Facebook Messenger, Zoom, Skype, and FaceTime are just a few programs that are available. Each one is a little different. A lot of them have simple features and are great for just wanting to chat. Others have more features and allow you to do more things. You just have to try different apps to see what works for you. So there are a lot of fun things to do online. Technology, the internet, social media have opened up a huge world where we can do a ton of things with our friends online. Things that we could only do in person a few years ago. In this next section, I will show you some fun things that you can do with your friends online. Do you like watching movies or videos with your friends? There are several ways you can watch together online. You can watch some videos or shows together by playing and sharing your screen through a platform like Zoom. This works for free services like YouTube or TV stations like NBC or ABC. Note, Zoom will block videos that are not free. Your friends will just see a gray screen when you try to watch together. Also, sharing movies or shows this way doesn't work as well on your phone. It can lag a lot, so watching on your computer would be a better option. This is a little more complicated, but you can watch movies together if one of you has a computer that can play DVDs. You can put the DVD's disc in the computer and then share your screen with your friend. The last way is not free, but if you and your friend have the same streaming services, like Disney Plus, you can use the group watch feature to watch movies together. It will give you a link that you can send to your friend and it will sync your apps together. You can also use a free program called Teleparty, which will do the same thing but has a built-in chat box so you can text with your group of friends while watching the movie. Teleparty currently works with Hulu, Disney Plus, HBO Max, and Netflix. So let's talk about games. There are a ton of free games online that you and your friends can play together. There are classic card games like Hearts or War, board games like Uno or Yahtzee, strategy games like Words with Friends or Battleship, drawing games like Draw Something, and many, many more. They can be played on the computer or on your phone, or both. A lot of them can be connected with your social media account, like Facebook, and you can challenge a bunch of your friends. Zoom has an annotate feature that you can use to draw right on your screen, and you could play games like Pictionary or tic-tac-toe. It might be fun to set up a video chat and have a game night with your friends. So online community groups. With the current state of the world, most in-person activities groups have been put on hold, but that hasn't stopped people from staying connected online. Many organizations have been hosting events, gatherings, or activities online. These could be things that you and your friend could join and do together. These groups can be found all over and could be a great way for you to stay connected with your friends in your community. However, if joining community groups is not your style, it does not mean that you can't do some of the activities with just your friends. Here are some activities that you could do. Discussion groups. In a discussion group, everyone does an activity together and then talk about it. This could be watching a movie, reading a book, watching a sports game. It could be a faith-based or a political discussion. Just do something that your group is interested in and then talk about it. You can talk about what happened. What did you think? How did it make you feel? What do you think will happen next? You know, my friend and I have been watching the new Marvel and Star Wars TV shows, and we end up talking about it for hours and days after. We go on and on about how that scene was so awesome, how we can't believe that the character did that, or what does that mean for the next episode? So do something that you both enjoy and then see where your conversations go. Arts and crafts. Are you good at drawing or putting things together? Or do you just want to learn how to make stuff? There are tons of how to or do it yourself videos that you can learn from. My mom and sister have been spending the last year watching videos together on how to paint with watercolors, and they are becoming quite good at it. The best part is that they're doing it together. Exercise. Do you want to get ripped or do you just want to get back into shape? There are many exercise groups available online that you and your buddy can join. This is a great way to connect, get exercise, and for you and your friends to encourage each other. And there is a lot of videos available if you just want to get your body moving, or if you want to learn how to do things like yoga, Pilates, or Zumba. Dancing groups. Similarly, there are online classes and how-to videos that you and your friend can learn how to dance. You can learn different styles of dancing, or you can learn how to do different moves. Or maybe you already got the moves. Organizations have been setting up virtual dance parties, which you can show off your skills. Plus, dancing is another way to get some exercise. Music groups. Maybe you and your friend love music. There are all sorts of online tutorials about music. Maybe you want to study music or learn how to play an instrument or improve on the one that you already know or learn to a new song. Maybe you and your friend want to write a song together. And if you enjoy singing, you and your friends can have a sing off. There are a huge number of karaoke songs available on YouTube that can sing your hearts out to. So these are just some ideas of things that you can do online with your friends. There are many other things that are available that you can do online together. Try and think about what you and your friends enjoy and what you might want to do together. And there often are ways that you can do it together online. Staying safe online. The internet is a great way to stay connected with your friends, but it does come with some dangers. In this last section, we will talk about online safety and how you can protect yourself while you're online. Staying safe online starts with understanding the difference between your real life friends and your online friends. You are going to encounter a lot of people in your life, and each person plays a different role. Knowing these roles will help you as you venture into the online community. So, who are the people in your life? Well, first, you have your family. Then you have your friends. What makes a good friend? A good friend is someone you know well. You know each other's likes and dislikes. You trust each other. They want to spend time and have fun with you and not just the things that you have. And your friends care about you and your feelings. Now we have acquaintances. An acquaintance is someone you have met and know their name. You might know a few things about them, but mostly you only have had casual conversations with them. You might only have interacted with them in specific situations or places. Over time, you may become friends, but until then, we call them acquaintances. So your coworkers, your classmates, your teammates, or even a store clerk that you see every week are some examples of an acquaintance. Lastly, we have strangers. A stranger is someone that you might have seen but never had met. You may or may not know their names or anything about them personally. Most people in the world are strangers. People at the mall, a bus driver are strangers. Here's an interesting one, celebrities. Some people think celebrities are not strangers because they see them a lot on TV and have learned a lot about them in interviews. But celebrities are still strangers because you have never met them and interacted with them in person. You don't really know what they are like in real life. So these are the various groups of people in your life. Usually when you are out in the community, it is a little easier to identify who are your friends. However, when you start going online and using social media, think, things start to get a little trickier. Now, all these people are labeled your friend. This is why it is important to understand who your true friends are when you go online. Most people on social media are harmless and are nice people, but there are some people that will claim to be your friend, but they just want to take advantage of you or try to harm you. In this next section, we will talk about how to protect yourself while online. If you are not careful online, there are some things that someone bad could do. They might steal your identity, take your money or stuff, harm you physically or emotionally, trick you into doing something illegal or immoral. These are all serious things that can lead to serious consequences. Because of this, you should always be cautious and alert when you are online. Because of this, you should think when you're deciding if you want to become someone's friend online. Here are some questions that you can ask yourself before you add or accept someone's friend request. Do I know them? Are they a stranger? Have you met them before? How do I know them? Where do I know them from? Was it a safe situation? How much have I interacted with them? How long have I known them? Have I had good conversations or interactions with them? Do I have friends in common? Are any of my friends friends with them? Is there anything suspicious on their profile page? Do they have inappropriate or rude pictures or posts on their page? Do they have little or no friends? This could mean they are just getting started, or this could mean that they aren't trustworthy. Am I already friends with them? Sometimes people create a fake profile and are impersonating your friends. You can ask someone you trust what they think about the person. They might be able to see something that you don't and can help you decide. Just because you have gotten a friend request doesn't mean you have to accept it. People decline friends requests all the time for different reasons. They might be feeling suspicious of the person, or they just feel like they don't know them enough, or they just don't like them. Do not feel pressured to accept anyone's request. What about if you are already friends with someone? Well, it is still important to be cautious. Sometimes when you befriend someone online, you find out later that they are not as good of a friend as you first thought. These are some red flags that they don't have your best intention in mind. Saying mean things, harassing or threatening you, asking for money or for you to buy something for them, pressuring you to do something you don't want to do, asking for private information or pictures. You are not obligated to stay friends with anyone online. If people are just using you to get the things that they want, then they are not really being a friend. Don't be scared to unfriend anyone if they are wronging you. Hackers. You should also note that sometimes people get their profiles hacked. This means someone else takes over their account or creates a new account and is pretending to be them. If you notice your friend is doing weird things, asking weird questions, or sending unusual links, be cautious. Do not open any links that they send. If you do, they might be able to get into your accounts or harm your computer. Try connecting with your friends in a different way, like a email or a text. If they are trying to message you, ignore it until you know that it's them. Or you could ask them a question that only you and your friend would know the answer to. So maybe like, what was the name of the movie we watched last night? And lastly, you should report suspicious activities. The last section is about the importance of not sharing your personal information with anyone online. The first three things are a little weird because people don't often think about keeping this confidential. And these things are your full given name, particularly your middle name, your home address, and your full birthday with your year of birth. So why can this be a problem? Well, often people need this information to steal your identity. So it would be a good idea to keep this information off your profile and not share it with people you aren't close with. The last things are a little more obvious, but it is very important to protect. So never ever give your credit card or debit card or information to anyone. Your card number are the quickest way for people to steal your money. Your password. If you tell someone your password, they can get into your online accounts. A lot of people use the same password on all of their accounts from other websites, and people can steal a lot of your information really fast if they get their password. Having different passwords and changing them frequently is a good way to keep you safe. Social security number. This is probably the most important information to protect. You should never share it or use it online. It is the easiest way for people to steal your identity. So now that we have learned all this stuff, let's test your knowledge. What do you think about these situations? So you get a message from a friend that you have not heard from in a while. They ask you this: can I ask you for a huge favor? Being a great friend that you are, you say, sure, what's up? They reply, it's my niece's birthday, but I'm currently traveling and can't get her a gift. Could you order an Amazon gift card for me? I'll pay you back by the weekend when I get back home. So, should you help them? No, it's likely a scam from someone pretending to be your friend. Never trust anyone online that is asking you to spend money. If you do, you'll probably never get that money back. Here are the things that is suspicious about this. If people need help, they probably won't ask a friend that they haven't seen in a while. They are asking you to do something that they probably could do themselves, even if they are traveling. This would be a good time to check with your friend using another way, like a text, to see if they are actually them. They may need to know that someone is pretending to be them. Is this safe to play or share or post online? What is your elf name? Use the first letter of your last name, the month of your birth, and the day of your birth to get your elf name. It seems harmless, but the police actually sent out a warning about this because when you tell people your elf name, you tell them your birthday. Sometimes people are sneaky and hide questions in some of the quizzes that you might see online. There might be a Harry Potter quiz about what Hogwarts house would you be in? And you might be asked questions about your birth year or your middle name. Just like that, you give some personal information without thinking about it. So be careful with these kinds of things. Hackers like to use them to get your private information. Here is a message from someone that is sending you a friend request. Here's what they said. I love your profile pic. You are so cute. We should be friends. Click here if you want to see some of my pictures. I really want to meet you. Send me your address and we can go out. Is this a safe person to be your online friend? Well, let's see. The person is a stranger. You don't know who the person is. It could be 29-year-old Jane, but it might also be a 45-year-old Jack. There's no way to know. You have no common friends. They are flirting with you, trying to get you to do something. They are wanting you to click on a link. You don't know what the link is going to open. It could be inappropriate or a computer virus. And they are asking for your address. This can be a very dangerous thing. If they have your address, they could rob you or physically or emotionally harm you. There is no way to know this person's intention. So, should you accept their friend request? Absolutely not. So, in conclusion, the internet is a great tool for you to stay connected with your friends. So, go out, have fun, but remember to be safe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this session was helpful and that you learned a lot. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. I am also sharing some resources. These are some handouts that go with this presentation. There is also some links if you are interested in learning more about relationships and online safety. Have a great day.